Mr. Michael Finkus, representing the Alumni Association. Also on the platform is our speaker, Mr. Joseph Bergfeld, and our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Gary Jacob. Please join me in recognizing these platform guests.
Thank you, Dr. Rosenfeld. I want to welcome our accomplished graduates and their proud families and friends to the University of Missouri St. Louis to our spring commencement. On behalf of our faculty, staff, and students, I offer congratulations to all of our graduates. Today, you are participating in a landmark event, one that I hope you will remember forever. And today, you will become a member of a very powerful group, the UMSL alumni. More than 87,000 people are part of this group, and you, along with them, will be making a difference in our world. I'm now going to turn the microphone over to Dean Ron Yasmin, who will introduce today's commencement speaker, Dean Yasmin.
Thank you, Chancellor George. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Richard Rosenfeld for serving as our Master of Ceremonies today. Dr. Rosenfeld has been a professor at UMSL for 25 years. He is internationally recognized as an expert in criminology, and he's the only faculty member who has achieved, if you'll pardon the ice hockey terminology, a UMSL academic hat trick. He has been the recipient, and the only recipient, of all three of the Chancellor's Awards for Excellence in research, teaching, and service. This year, upon his retirement, he has been awarded the distinguished title of Founders Professor and will continue to work with students to continue to do his research and serve the community. Thank you, Rick. One of the best parts of my job is to introduce each graduating class. Chancellor George, Provost Cope, this is truly an outstanding group of men and women, and they will undoubtedly be a source of pride for UMSL. 563 of you are graduating from the College of Arts and Sciences with the bachelor's and/or advanced degrees today. Approximately 61% of you are female. Not to be outdone, 39% of you are males. 30% are underrepresented minorities, and approximately 3.5% are veterans, which puts us well above the national average. We range in age from 60 to 70. And our oldest graduate is not stopping at 70. He has already been accepted into a graduate seminary to continue his pursuit of his lifelong dream. And basically, that's what today's ceremony is all about. UMSL's message, UMSL's promise, is really the American dream. And today's graduation speaker is an example of how the UMSL promise is the American dream. Joe Bergfeld is a friend. He's a friend of mine. He's a friend of yours, of UMSL and of the greater St. Louis community. He's an incredible number of important causes that he has rallied behind. Joe was born in Chicago, but he saw the error of his parents' ways and moved to St. Louis, and has made our community his home for the greater part of his life. He is president of the Pittsburgh Pipe and Supply Company, which he helped found in 1977, and which has grown to over $40 million a year in annual sales. Joe earned his BA in political science with a minor in business administration from UMSL in 1970, and he founded his company 7 years later, the American Dream and the UMSL Promise. To know Joe Bergfeld is to know an individual who is actively and enthusiastically engaged in service to the community. He has served as executive board member for the Forest Park Master Planning Committee and as president of the board of directors of the Forest Park Forever, a non-profit organization dedicated to raising funds necessary to rebuild and restore Forest Park. I won't list all of his activities and his accomplishments. They're delineated in your program. But it is important to know that when Joe Bergfeld is involved in something, he's involved 200% of his energy in that project. Clearly, he could not be involved in everything he does without the support of another great friend of ours, Gene Bergfeld, who's over here. Joe? Joe and Gene have 3 children who have all allowed their parents to be generous and involved citizens of our community. In addition to everything else, Joe serves as a member of the Leadership Council of the College of Arts and Sciences, and he has established the Joseph A. Bergfeld Family Scholarship in the College of Arts and Sciences so that others may share in the UMSL promise and the American dream. Please give me a good College of Arts and Science welcome for Joe Bergfeld.
Thank you, Dean Yasmin, for that kind introduction. And also thank you for acknowledging my wife, which I surely would have forgotten to do while I was making my comments. Chancellor George, members of the Board of Curators, faculty, administrators, family, friends, and especially graduates, it is my honor to have been given the privilege of being the commencement speaker for the 2014 College of Arts and Sciences graduating class. And what a robust, talented, and diverse graduating class you are. Among the 563 of you receiving graduate and postgraduate degrees are representatives of 13 different countries and 5 continents. You range in age from 20 to 70 years old, receiving degrees with majors or minors in 31 different academic disciplines. And if that doesn't speak well enough of UMSL's diversity, among you are African American, African, Asian, Hispanic, Latino, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islanders, Filipino, and white students. You truly reflect the world's and UMSL's diverse culture, and you affirm the universal desire of all the world's people to advance themselves through higher education. Your graduation today is the culmination of the achievement of a tremendous goal. With discipline, commitment, and strong effort by you, and with help, support, and sacrifice from family, friends, educators, and other supporters, you have reached that goal, and in so doing, better prepared yourselves for a life of success, significance, and service. More about that in a moment. But first, what about UMSL? What about the university that in just minutes will become your alma mater? As it begins the second half of its first century of service as an institution of higher learning, serving the St. Louis community, our country, and the world, what has it done to make us know that we made a wise choice when we chose UMSL? Well, I hope you will agree that its list of accomplishments is most impressive, including these facts. We ranked 9th nationally and 1st in the Midwest among all universities with 15 or fewer doctoral programs. We've been named one of America's best colleges by Forbes magazine. Our optometry and nursing graduates exceed a pass rate of 98% on their licensure boards. We rank 3rd among the nation's public research universities and have many individual programs ranking in the top 10 nationally in their respective fields. Time limits reciting the entire list of superlatives, but it is long and impressive. As a strong believer in and supporter of the St. Louis region, it is to me most significant that over 70% of UMSL grads choose to live and work in the St. Louis region. That makes our university one of St. Louis's most important sources of tomorrow's thought, community, and business leaders. The I Chose UMSL campaign has delivered a powerful message about the impact that past UMSL grads have had on our region. Their success and accomplishments are testimony to the UMSL legacy, and pride in what past UMSL grads have accomplished is most appropriate. But the We Chose UMSL campaign is about the continuation and embellishment of that legacy. And that legacy is you. As you bask in the glow of the accomplishment which you've achieved by becoming an UMSL grad, what progress have you made regarding your life plan? I will submit to you that if you do not have a life plan, you need to develop one. Because in just the same way that your success in becoming a college graduate was achieved through planning and discipline, success in having the kind of life you want to have also will call for the disciplined execution of a well-thought-out plan. And what kind of life do you want to have? Well, there are probably as many correct answers to that question as there are graduates at today's commencement. But I'm pretty sure that included in that plan that each of you will make will be a life that is successful, significant, and happy. So how do you envision your success? What is your version of significant accomplishment? And what for you defines a happy life? Whatever the answers to those questions are, with a plan you can and will achieve them, because you are all winners. Zig Ziglar, an American motivational speaker, once said, "You were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win." Fidel Castro once said, "I began a revolution with 82 men. If I had to do it over again, I'd do it with 10 or 15 and absolute faith." It does not matter how small you are if you have faith and a plan of action. And Lil Wayne said, "The more time you spend contemplating what you should have done, you lose valuable time planning what you can and will do." Planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. So whether it's motivational speaking, revolution, or hip-hop superstardom, or any other life goal you envision for yourself, develop a plan for achieving those goals. Have faith in and believe in yourself, and apply the same discipline and effort that you use to achieve success as an UMSL grad, and you will succeed. In closing, I'd like to make two requests, and they are that you include in your life plan giving back to your community through community service, and that you stay connected to and support UMSL. Regarding community service, your community, wherever you choose to reside, is rich with opportunities to share with those in need your time, talent, and treasure. Find a cause, an organization, or a need that stirs your desire to give back, and become a community volunteer. I can assure you that what you get back will be much greater than what you give. And speaking of giving, please plan to support UMSL in the same way. When I graduated from UMSL in the dark ages in 1970, I was able to do so thanks to the support of others and to the financial aid that was made available to me. Many of you graduating today are also the recipients of many kinds of support, including financial support. As you move forward with your lives, give something back to those who will follow you. And just like you, the support they receive from those who went before them will help them achieve their goals and will strengthen our tremendous university. Congratulations, class of 2014, and may every aspect of your soon-to-be well-planned life be highly achieved.
Thank you, Mr. Bergfeld, for those very inspiring